Verse 3, it says, "And one called the another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." Have you noticed that today the three worship songs mentions holy, holy, holy? And you know what? Actually, there's only another passage in the whole Bible that has a vision similar to this one. And it is in Revelation chapter 4, verse 8. It says, "There were 4 living creatures, each of them with 6 wings. Day and night they never cease to say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come." So both versions of this heavenly worship has a continuous antiphonal choir proclaiming the attributes of God. Holy, holy, holy. What does Lord of hosts mean? Literally, it means Yahweh of the armies. Now, Lord, if you know in the Bible, especially the Old Testament, whenever the name of God, what's the name of God? We sang, "Your name is holy." Anyone knows what's God's name? So, God's name, transliterally, it sounds like it could be Yahweh or Jehovah. Okay? So in Chinese, it's Yehovah. So the word Lord in the Hebrew Bible actually can be the name of Yahweh, but out of respect, they will use the word Lord instead of writing that name. So Yahweh of the armies. And this highlights God's command, his power and resources in heaven. Now, the whole earth, it refers to the extent of God's dominion. The whole earth. Did you see the snow today? The whole earth. It talks of God's glory. What an amazing sight, display of God's beautiful creation. And you know, he rules the entire cosmos. Scientists have estimated, do you know how many billions of galaxies are visible with their telescope? Well, scientists calculate that there are 100 billion galaxies out there, visible maybe to Hubble telescope, okay? And each galaxy, they estimate that there are 100 billion stars. So you do the math. How many stars? And they are all under God's dominion. And they all display God's glory, which is a manifestation of God's holiness.